G'day guys, today we're looking at Pythagoras Theorem and what we need to do to find the length of the unknown side of a right angled triangle. So far we know about a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and that is to find the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is the longest side of a right angled triangle. If you know which one it is, a quick tip is that it is always opposite the 90-degree angle. Okay, so if you have any question that's asking you to find an unknown, the unknown length is this length here, you're going to use the formula a squared plus b squared equals c squared. We'll go through a quick example and then we'll move on. All right, so we've got our right angle triangle. Our lengths, that's x, that's our unknown centimeters. That's 4, and that's 5. All right, what we need to do is we need to label our triangle based on this formula. All right, if our unknown is our hypotenuse, that's our c. It does not matter what's a squared or what's b squared in terms of which one we label. So for the sake of it, I'm just going to label that is our a, that is our b. All we need to do is plug it into this formula. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, now that becomes 5 squared plus 4 squared c squared. All you need to do on your calculator is punch that in. 5 squared is 25, 4 squared is 16, equals c squared. 25 plus 16 gets you to 41, equals c squared. Now, our answer is not 41 because that's giving us the answer of c squared. So the final step we need to do, find the square root of 41. Do that on your calculator, square root of 41. Calculator's turned on. Square root of 41 is 6.4. So our x value equals 6.4 centimeters. Okay, all you guys need to do is plug your values into the formula to find the hypotenuse. All right, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. What you need to remember is once you've got the answer of the a squared plus b squared, like we did here, we got 41, you have to find the square root of that answer. Okay, that is the final step you need to do, find the square root, and that gives you your answer. Now we're going to move on to finding the shorter side. Okay, so we worked out how to find the hypotenuse, that's a squared plus b squared. Now we're looking at how to find the shorter side. It's very, very similar. In fact, we're using pretty much the same rule, we're just working backwards. And I'll explain what I mean when I draw this example. So our first thing is our hypotenuse, we have that value. Okay, if this was 10 centimeters, we have our hypotenuse. If this was 6 centimeters, and then our unknown was here, we would use the formula c squared take away b squared equals a squared. First thing we need to do, we're going to label our triangle. Okay, our c is always our hypotenuse. That's our c there. We're going to label our second known value as b, and then our unknown is going to be a. And then all we need to do is put it into this formula, c squared minus b squared equals a squared. So that becomes 10 squared minus 6 squared equals a squared. You can just put that in your calculator. Okay, 10 squared minus 6 squared equals. So that gives us 64 equals a squared. Now, same thing, we need to find the square root. Our answer is not finished yet at 64. We need to find the square root of 64 before we can move on. Square root of 64 is, do that on your calculator, is 8. So x equals 8. There is your shorter side. Now guys, we're going to go through a couple more examples as a class. I just wanted a quick video to show you guys what we're doing. So we're going to leave it at that for now.